It was 2:15 p.m. on a sweltering August afternoon in 2022, and a 19-year-old Michael Henderson, better known to the streets of St. Louis as the rapper CTSLilWick, was riding his mini bike through the south side of the city with his friends. What he didn't know was that in the next few minutes, he would be fighting for his life in a deadly road rage shootout that would turn him from an up-and-coming local rapper into a national news story. Because soon after, a white Jeep going in the opposite direction would suddenly make a U-turn and start following LilWick. The Jeep pulled up next to Wick, and soon things would go terribly wrong, as Wick would drive his motorcycle in front of the Jeep and turn his gun towards the car, opening fire. The driver, 42-year-old Joseph Raymond Shaw, was struck in the forehead by a bullet, taking his life instantly, while his Jeep would then spin off the road and crash near the intersection of Broadway and Nebraska Avenue. Meanwhile, LilWick would also crash his motorcycle before fleeing the scene on foot, unaware that surveillance cameras had just captured everything and that his life was about to change forever. A few months later, he was arrested and charged with first-degree murder and armed criminal action, facing the possibility of life in prison. While the prosecution would claim that there simply wasn't enough time shown on the surveillance video for these events to have occurred in the way that Wick claimed, he would go on to beat the case and be found not guilty on both first-degree murder and armed criminal action charges. Wick would get back to freedom, and with a legal body to rap about, he would jump headfirst into the drill scene to take advantage of his new image as St. Louis's biggest demon, dropping a music video titled First Day Out in February 2024, about a month after his not guilty verdict. The track would go on to rack up almost 2 million views in about a year, proving that his legal victory had somehow transformed him from a local STL rapper into a household name, and he had literally lived out the scenarios that he had rapped about and walked away to tell the tale.